Hello, everyone. Hi, happy Wednesday. Welcome to this week's live stream. I'm your host, Sarah. If you're joining us in person, hello. If you are catching the replay, also hello. I don't have anything different to say to you, just hello also. Hi, I'm happy to be here. Some of you may know I broke my blue glasses before my trip to Cleveland. My new ones are not in yet, and so I'm like, these are 10 years old, and I'm just like squinting at everything. So thank you for being patient as I try to figure out what's going on. So hi, hello. Dread Pirate Christopher is here. Marissa, hello. Allie, hi. Sarah, hello. Steph, hello. Liz, hi. Skit. Oh man. Oh, Dread Pirate Christopher, I'm glad that you made it. And Dread Pirate Christopher is already getting started. Already got a couple hundred words. I love it. Maybe 400. Story's taking me in a bit of an unexpected direction. Never a bad thing. Yeah, I love it. Fantastic. And Mike is here. Hey, Mike. Carmen and Fallen Fiction. Hello. Hi. Peachy Writer is here. It's been a while. Hey. Sorry, not to call anybody out. I'm just happy to see you. Tania's here. Hello. Allie. Hello. Working on some social media posts. Yeah, I love it. Yes, behold Midori. She is, yep, there, yep. Hello. Hi. You gonna come say hi? She's like, I've come here for scritches. Like, you know this. I'm not here to say hi. I'm here for scritches. Oh my gosh, I love this. Peachy Writer says, I moved across the country and took some time for myself. Yes. Oh, I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Sarah says, I'll try to stay up to the end tonight, but I'm so tired. You should sleep also. Yes, yes. Hello, Falling Hoshi. Hello. Yes. Oh my gosh. Hi, friends. I'm happy you're here. Oh, Tim, I love this. Tim says, I'm finally recording dialogue with my Cast for Omen bonus episodes. I love it. I'm very excited, but also very worn out at the end of each session. Yeah, directing takes a lot out of me too. I don't know if it's like an introvert thing. Hey, Shannon. Oh, you're on the road. Ooh, on the road to Nashville. That sounds exciting. I love that. Oh, Allie, I love that. Allie's playing a video game with a friend while joining the create along tonight. That's beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. There's things to do, but also you do need time for yourself. You need rest. And I have trouble, I struggle with that myself, allowing myself to rest. I don't know if you can see, Midori is getting some chin scritches. Here, you want to look up this way? Look. Oh yes, scritches. So Allie, I'm glad you're taking some time for yourself. Hey, Annie is here. Hello, procrastinating. I love it. Yes. Oh, New York Times crossword trick. I never do crossword puzzles. I have friends who assume that since I'm a writer, I'm really good at crosswords and Scrabble and stuff, but spoiler alert, I'm not. I would lose to a second grader in Scrabble. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. Let's see. Oh, good. Tim says directing is tough, but the actor really went for it and gave their performance 100%. They're probably much more tired than I am. Yes. Oh, yeah. Words are hard. Thank you, Peachy. Yes, words are hard. They are. Oh, also awful at Scrabble, Falling Hoshi. Yeah, yep, I don't know what it is. We should be good at it, but it's no, my brain's I choose not to be good at Scrabble. I make a functional third grade speller. Yeah, I feel that. Hey, Mike is here. Hey, you're back. Hi. I hope you're doing okay. We've missed you. Just thinking of you. Oh my gosh, Tim. Yes, bananagrams. I'm worse at bananagrams than I am at Scrabble. So yes, thank you for bringing that up as well. Oh no, Tania's not loving the Wordle craze. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Scrabble is less word and more strategy and luck. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. Oh gosh, yeah. Yes, logic puzzles. I'm good at those. Weirdly, I'm good at math. I don't know why. Um, I always scored better. Like, we had to do standardized tests, at least here in the United States. I don't know if you folks abroad had to do standardized testing in your schooling. But I always scored better on the math than I did on the verbal. And that always made me really upset because I was always like, I should be scoring better on the verbal because I care about that, So, oh, you're in Massachusetts. Oh, I hope you're okay. I hope everything's okay, Mike, in Massachusetts for a bit to handle a family issue. Take good care of yourself and your family. Hey, Jimmy is the king of the world. I want to hear more about this. Boggle. I feel like I've played Boggle at some point in my life. Like the name is really familiar, but I don't remember the mechanics of the game. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Sarah, you're back. Hello. Oh, no autocorrect, not world, Wordle. I like that Jimmy just comes in as like, I'm king of the world. I love it. Jimmy, that's the energy I want to see from you. I want to see you like enter a room in 2022 and just be like, I'm king of the world. That's what I want. Oh, more of that. More of that, please. Yes. Oh, Midori, you're sitting on my keyboard. Okay, we're gonna shift a few things here. Cat hair. Oh, goodness. Midori. I groom you every day. And yet, there's so much hair. Why are you like this? Okay. Can I gently... Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, man. Okay. Sorry. Back to the comments. Hello. Oh, yeah. Cards Against Humanity. Apples to Apples I like. Yeah. Those are fun. They're like more... I don't know. Less competitive? I don't know what the right word is there. Math and reading comprehension highest scores. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Steph. Oh, well, yeah, you like who even wants to play against somebody who like already knows what they're doing? What? Good. Okay, Mike says everything is good for now. I'm trying to focus some creative energies while I'm here. Good. Well, we're happy to have you here. This will always be here for you. Come see us whenever you can. Peachy says I haven't thought about Boggle in like 15 years. I'm still curious now. Hey, Damien, it's good to see you. Wow, we have so many cool people here. Well, if you're here, you're cool. Like that's just how it works. Oh my gosh, yes, Mike. Like I feel this. Mike says I'm an engineer who scored higher on the verbal and math on my SATs. Yes. So go figure. Yes. Oh. Yeah, today's theme for the stream is that Jimmy is king of the world, and I love this. Jimmy is saying not king of the world, possibly. I don't know. I never know if it's Viscount of the world, minor noble of the world. Jimmy, you get to be king of the world. Just own it. Just be the king that we want you to be. All right. What? There's a Stardew Valley board game? Falling Hoshi says, my husband got me the Stardew Valley board game for Christmas and it arrived like 2 weeks ago. I did not know there was a board game. That's amazing. Yes, Annie says Viscount of the World also sounds like a Jimmy story. It really does. Oh, I love this. Skit says my cat Crowley looked up as Midori meowed in protest. The suffering of a fellow feline. Yeah, I like collaborative games too, Suffers. Before the pandemic, I really enjoyed the game called Pandemic, which I have not played since the whole coronavirus thing started. And it would just be real weird. It would be real weird right now. It would be real weird. Let's just say that. to play that game right now. Yes, some people are saying, what's Wordle? Pinball Princess, I like this. Pinball Princess says, Wordle is like if Hangman met Mastermind. You're guessing a mystery 5-letter word in 6 tries. Very succinct. Very succinct. Yes. Ooh, Allie, prepping for Human Error crowdfunding. So you guys, Allie has a new audio drama calling out called Human Error, and you'll be announcing the cast, catching up on editing scripts and running 2 casting calls at once, and my birthday is in a week. I need a nap. Allie, may I suggest you need 2 naps? Or a week of naps? That's a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, the 2 shows are related very closely, which is why you're running both at once. That was my next question, but yeah. Yeah. 2 naps, everyone. So we're gonna get Allie to take 2 naps. Okay, 2 naps, 2 naps, 2 naps, 2 naps. Sounds like I'm saying like tuna or something, but 2 naps for Allie. Hey, Monty. It's great to see you this week. Hello. Yes, 2 naps, 2 naps. When I was in Cleveland with my family for my own family emergency, we had some downtime at Rachel's house. My sister Rachel, I was staying at her house, and she has a 2-year-old. And inexplicably, the 2-year-old just started walking around Rachel's house going, pork chops, pork chops, pork chops. So that's very much the energy I would like to carry into convincing Allie to take 2 naps. So 2 naps, 2 naps. Yes. Not 1, but 2 naps. Yes. Yeah, casting calls are a lot. It's a lot. Oh, Damien's excited for Human Error. I love to hear that. Pandemic, Sentinels of the Multiverse, The Crew, Forbidden Desert. I know all of those except for The Crew. I don't think I've heard of The Crew. I don't think I know that one. I think I have Forbidden Desert. I think I have that, and then like I haven't been able to play games with people. So that's awesome. I love those. Yes. Jimmy loves most games. I like that. Yes, naps need to be built into the workday. Yes. Oh, I love that idea. Yes, 2 naps for Allie. Yes. Yes, napsters. I like that, Sarah. Still working on, okay, so Steffers, there you go. Steffers says, still working on Spectre as always. Hey, I feel you, same. Well, I'm not working on Spectre, but I'm working on my own Eternal project. The trailers are being worked on. The first one should be released in early April. I love it. Good. Jimmy says, wait, let's not leave the whole pork chop discussion so quickly. I need pork chops. Yeah. Damien says, I'm not sure I could deal with another casting call yet. Last one is still too fresh. Oh my gosh, more than 600 submissions for Cybernautica Season 2. Oh, and just 2 people to go through that slush pile. That is so much. Yeah, yeah, nope. Yeah, I'm going to have to recast some parts for Girl in Space, and one of them I already have recast, and the other one I am really not looking forward to that process because it is a lot. Yes, Tim says we're friends with the creator of Sentinels of the Multiverse, Chris Bedell. We went to college with. Ooh, first promo swap. I love to hear that. Oh man. Oh, Sarah's going through midterms. Yeah. Sarah says, who has time for 2 naps? Says the girl prepping 2 exams and finishing the last of 2 assignments. On that note, I'm not a fan of midterms. Yeah, I don't blame you. I hope that after this, you can take a nap. I hope that like a nap is like part of your planned like self-care regimen when this is done. Yeah, Steffers, my season 1 for Girl in Space, I think it was 50 something minutes. Like I don't know what my hair's doing. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so this is all going to go away. The finale is potentially going to be 60 minutes. Yes, that's huge. Yes. Oh, I love that. Oh, Monty says I've been stuck on primal roots, but I started a new book last week and I'm pretty excited about switching focus is new to me, so hopefully it works. Monty, I hope it works too. I hope it works too. Oh man, sometimes, I'm in a writers group and we met last Friday and I was like, I was talking just about some struggles that I was having and they keep suggesting like you need like a project that's just for you. You need to like switch because you get burned out on a project. And I've been reading that like a lot of like professional writers are working on two projects simultaneously. So they're like writing one and then they're like editing another one at the same time. So they always have like they write a book and then they edit the book and then while they're editing this book they start writing the next book and then they keep going with that cycle. So Monty, let us know how that goes for you. Let us know if that ends up just like being a method that works for you or something you enjoy. Oh, good. Yeah, Damien, you did a promo. Oh my gosh, with Ninth World Journal. I love David S. Deer is a beautiful human being, one of my favorites. And yes, yes. And you two ought to do a promo switch too as well. Jimmy also starting a new project. Jimmy says today, and Jimmy, I'm gonna edit your comment as I read it because you're king of the world and your projects aren't silly. Jimmy says, today I started working on a possibly very cool project that shall remain unnamed for a while. I love it. Yes, 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 yes. It's going to be really cool. Oh, I don't know. Are Drayton and Deb, are you guys here? I'm drinking out of your Star Trek mug. It's the Red Shirt Orphans and Widows Fund. So I'm enjoying, I got this when I was on the Funny Science Fiction podcast. So Drayton and Deb, if you're here tonight, I'm drinking decaf coffee because I felt like I needed to trick myself into thinking I was more awake. It's been a week. It's been every week since like 2020. I've been like, it's been a week and it's only Wednesday every single time I say it. Oh my gosh, Skit. Skit says I'm about to have to do my finals for my first 2 MFA classes next week, so that's going to be fun. LOL. Skit, I know you are so ready for that. I'm so excited to watch you go through this campaign. Like, yeah. I think I said campaign. I meant degree, but maybe it is a campaign. Maybe it's like a D&D campaign in which you are just leveling yourself up to an MFA, and that's just, yep. Oh, David S. Deer. I know. We should get David S. Deer in here. I don't know what that would take. Some cajoling, maybe. Oh, congrats to Monty. Yes, I love that. Oh, good. Good. So anxious to reach out to folks for promo swaps, but they're all figured out now for human error. I love that, Allie. Oh, thank you, Mike. I got the, like I said, I got this from Deb and Drayton, who are often in our group here. So enjoying some decaf coffee in my Star Trek mug, which makes me feel happy. Yes, every week has indeed been a week. Damien, yes, yes. Carmen says, I'm going back to a novel I started in November. I stopped it to finish another project. I didn't realize I missed it until I went back to it. Ooh, I like that. And did you start it? You started it in November, so I'm wondering, was this a Nano project? Was this a NaNoWriMo novel that you started? Oh my gosh, I know. The weeks are getting longer and harder since 2020. I'm right there with you, Sarah. Fallen Fiction, I don't know. Who knows? Oh, Sarah says, question, what is an MFA? So an MFA is a Master in Fine Arts. So it's a master's degree. And I know often it's a 2-year program, but I've seen them go longer. I've seen them go shorter. And yeah, you come out of it with a master's degree in the fine arts. And so a lot of people go the writing route. There's a lot of people do photography and painting. Yeah, there's all sorts of different MFAs for the arts. And so I've heard a lot of good things. I actually applied to several MFA programs. I applied to the one in Bennington in Vermont, and where did Annie Dillard go? I applied there just because Annie Dillard had gone there, and Penn State has a good writing program, and of course the what is it, the Illinois Writers Workshop? I hope I'm not getting that wrong. That would be very embarrassing if I got that wrong. There's a very famous Writers Workshop MFA program. Iowa Writers Workshop. Sorry, Iowa Writers Workshop. I think I said Illinois earlier. Iowa. Different states. And I didn't get into most of them. And I don't know if we want to talk about this tonight, but that was hard. That was a hard rejection for me. Getting those letters back, like being a hopeful, hopeful. I was almost a college grad, because you start applying for these, master's programs, and I didn't get into any of them. Well, I got into one, but there was like no financial aid, and it was going to be like more money than I had ever dreamed of in my entire life. And so I declined that one. But I got rejected from multiple. I don't know if that makes you feel better. I just want you to know, like, I've had a lot of rejection in my life as a writer. You want to hear some more? When I moved to Sioux Falls, there was an open job for a copy editor at the newspaper. And I applied for that, and I was like, oh, I'll totally get that. I'm a good writer. I was a copy editor for 2 years for my college newspaper. They just flat out said they didn't want me. And I was like, okay. So yeah. Keep going. Keep doing your own thing. If you get rejected, keep doing your own thing. Keep going. Wow, a lot of projects. Hey, Liz, hi. A lot of amazing comments have come in. Okay, so, Fallen Fiction says, I'm trying to muster the will to live and to work on anything tonight. I have a novel. I'm getting a phone call, but I'm not going to answer it right now because we're live streaming. Fallen Fiction says, I'm trying to muster the will to work on anything tonight. I have a novelette that's nearing done, but I'm in an I hate everything I touch mood. Yes. Will you please know that I know what that is? So maybe working on that isn't the best idea. Fallen Fiction, what do you need right now? And do you ever allow yourself to ask that question? What do you need right now? What do you need in your heart? Do you need to just take a step back from that project and read a book? Do you need to take a nap? It's almost 7:30 here. Do you need to go to bed at 7:30 p.m.? And there's like, you're allowed to do that. Well, I mean, it's not up to me to give you permission, but I just want you to know that like you have options. But yeah, when I'm in that mood, I almost like predetermine that I'm not going to write anything good or that I like. And maybe your time would be better spent like resting or journaling, or if there's a different kind of creativity that sounds fulfilling to you. So like, I don't know what your other hobbies are, but if you get out your watercolors and you paint, or if you want to write in a journal, or if you even just want to like, sometimes I just enjoy like mind mapping, like randomly, like getting some just clean paper and just writing ideas down and connecting them can be for me, that's very fulfilling. Reading a book, watching a movie can refill your creative tanks. But please know that I know what that feels like. Yes, Allie says, if anyone is going to podcast movement, please let me know. Yes, so there's 2 podcast movements. So those of you who are podcasters, I know a few of you are podcasters here. Excuse me, I'm still a little sick, but I'm trying to get better. So podcast movement, there's going to be 2 podcast movement events, maybe more, but there's Evolutions in March. And then there's regular podcast movement in August. Tim and I are going to both of them. So if you are going to either event this year, we will be there. We'd love to see you and hang out and meet up. Allie says I sent that too soon. I'm going to be on a panel and I'll have stickers. Yes, Allie. Yes. Oh, I'm very excited. We're going to go to your panel, Allie. I'm going to clap so hard for you. Do you want questions? Can I be one of the like audience members who's like, excuse me, I have a question, and then you can answer it. I would love that. Oh my gosh. Okay. It was a nano project, Carmen says. I got 30,000 words in. I've deleted or planned to delete a lot of it though. Honestly, I write like that too, Carmen. It's like finding your way through a dense forest and you're wearing 10-year-old glasses and you can't really see really well. And you're just like, the sun's kind of already set and you're like, there's probably a path somewhere. And then you get to a space, you're like, oh, this is a cliff. Okay, I gotta backtrack. I've got to go maybe this way. Like, I feel like getting those 30,000 words in is like taking 30,000 steps and figuring out what works and what doesn't. Um, yeah, boy, do I feel that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, full master's degree. So, Sarah, I don't always remember where you are. I feel like you are somewhere that speaks French, and I should know better. But Sarah says, "Oh yeah, I have half of those DESS. We call them here. Half was a killer. Can't imagine a full master's program." Yeah. Hey, Creekshine. Hi. Creekshine says, still working on my nano project. 75,000 words installed at the moment. I can see that. I've not written anything for more than a week, and I've been thinking of doing another story to take a break or just try to power through, not sure. I always advocate for taking a break, letting your brain just, because your brain will keep working on things. That's the beauty of having a creative human brain. Your brain is still writing, even when you are out on a walk, even when you are like making dinner, washing dishes, like your brain, it's still working on your project. And sometimes taking a step away and just letting your brain like settle out the ingredients. I don't know where that metaphor came from. That was weird. Um, letting your brain just like, stew on it for a while you do literally anything else can be helpful. So yeah, if you want to work on a different story tonight, any of those things too that I suggested for fallen fiction, nurturing yourself creatively, figuring out what it is, like what do you need creatively right now, and following that. Yeah, failure is necessary. Yeah, yep. Damien says you fail till you succeed. Yeah, as hard as that is to process. I always remember you started Girl in Space with the expectation that it was kind of a proof of concept expected to fail. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Damien. I did start Girl in Space just as an experiment, and I was only intending to ever release that one episode. Like, I didn't write the whole series in advance. I just wrote an episode, and I was like, let's just see what happens. Let's just collect some data. Let's see what it's like writing fictional audio. I was just curious, and was kind of expecting it to fail, and then it didn't, because you get used to failure after a while, but you have to keep experimenting. You can't stop. Yes, Annie says more sprints on the day job deadline. Yay. Though I found a group that seriously helped with focus in the past week. Apparently, I work better when someone else is present, even if the only interaction is checking in briefly at the start and end. Annie, I actually do something like that. I have a group of 4, I'm one of the 4, so 3 other writers and myself. Every day at 10 a.m., we check in on Zoom. We started doing this during the pandemic. And we just we say, hey, on Zoom, like, here's what I'm working on, and then for the next, sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's an hour, we're like, okay, let's write, and we just leave Zoom up and we get some writing sprints done. And it's really, for me, it's been really good for focus, because external accountability is really healthy for me personally. So that's been fantastic. So I'm glad that that's working for you. Skid says, I'm using my last nano novel. Oh, for my MFA thesis. I love that. I realized about 10,000 words in that needs a lot of work and rewriting. So part of me wants to rewrite it. Another part of me wants to start over on a different novel. Skid, how are you going to make that decision? I'm not asking to be a jerk. I'm just genuinely curious. Let us know how you plan to decide that. Yeah. Oh, Sarah has a good solution. Go with the one that'll make you grow the best. That's a very good answer. Hey, Marissa says, Liz, I'm channeling you and making granola tonight. Oh, I love it. Marissa, how are you doing? I love to hear that you're making granola. That sounds very beautiful. And I bet your house will smell really good. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, and you're in Canada. Yeah, you're in Canada too, Damien. Really wanna go this year, possible day job upheaval and the ongoing COVID thing. Yeah, something to navigate. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, just a lot going on there. Um, yes, Monty says, "I dream about writing even when I'm writing." That's great. That is great. Oh, how's Bells? Hey, it's good to see you. Fallen Fiction says, "I don't know what I need to do. Turning off my work brain is so hard when my work desk is literally the same as my writing desk. And I don't know. All I can think about is how stressful work is going to be tomorrow and I can't concentrate on anything." I would suggest, if you have a comfort movie, if you have a comfort TV show, like if there's just a favorite book or movie or TV show or a video game that when you put it in, you feel home, like you feel a sense of warmth and relief. Um, I wonder, I'm not a doctor and I can't I guess I'm prescribing something, but it's not a medication, it's media. Um, I think you need to refill your tank. I don't like to get too prescriptive and say, like, this is what you should do, but, like, just as a suggestion, it sounds like you might need to refill your tank tonight with a favorite book or movie, or like a TV show, or, yeah, just something that makes you feel good. Like something that reminds you that, like, yeah, life is good. I would love for you to do that. Oh my gosh. I love this. Hells Bells says, "I was forced to drop out of my master's program in the last semester due to disability, but I found my calling writing chronic illness poop jokes and getting paid for it. Expensive plot twist, but grateful." Hells Bells and Mass Cells, I love following you on Twitter. Those of you who are not following yet, please do. It's just delightful. It's delightful. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, Creekshine. Creekshine says, "Annie, I know what you mean about having another person present. In ADHD groups, we call it body doubling." I did not know that that's what that was called, but it is so helpful. Um, mm, Fallen Fiction says, "That's what I've been doing all week." So taking time off. That's what I'm doing all week. And leaving my to-do list piling up, which also I think probably piles up the anxiety about the to-do list and about the lack of writing, which is going to make for a terrible weekend. It feels like I can't catch a break, to be honest. I can't ever do enough to feel like I've caught up, and I'm so sick of being behind. Fallen Fiction, I don't know if you are signed up for my newsletter, and this is not to like guilt or shame you into signing up for my newsletter, but like the newsletter that I sent on Monday this week, I talk about my to-do list is unmanageable. And thinking about all of the things that I have to do is really debilitating. Like it's scary and it feels terrible. Um, yeah, I feel like I can't catch a break. Mm. Again, I don't want to be prescriptive and I don't want to say you should do this. But and it's interesting because I think this is really hard to talk about too, because this is something that I've struggled with. Um, so like in the past, I've been overwhelmed and too busy and too many tasks on my plate. And when I tell my friends about it, when I would tell my friends about it, they would just say, "Sarah, take some time off." And I was like, I can't, because if I take time off, I'm not going to enjoy my time off because I'm going to be fixated on all the things I'm not doing and how I'm actually making that gap worse. Um, so please know that I hear you and I see you and I understand. And I think probably several people in this group also understand. Um, I don't have an answer for you. Um, I would encourage you to be kind to yourself. I would encourage you to breathe, 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 breathe. I hear that's good for you. I would also encourage you again to reset and recenter yourself with a favorite piece of media. Again, And then either before or after, if there's a small task that you can do that will help you feel like you're moving through your list and accomplishing something, like, okay, I have to like send out these 3 letters, or I have to pay this bill, or something doable within the span of 10 minutes, like a 10-minute or less task. If you can knock that out before or after, that might help as well. But I understand. I've been there. I've spent a lot of my life in that space. Yeah. Hey, Rob. Glad to see you. Okay, I let the comments build up again. And okay, hi, welcome. If you're just now joining us, hello, I'm glad you're here. I'm Sarah. Here's my name down here in the corner. And I'm hosting this create along. Usually we do a little bit of chit chat. I feel like it's kind of demeaning to call it chit chat because I feel like this is like really good stuff. But we talk for a little bit before we start writing. So I know I always go over because I like to talk and I like to listen and I like to make sure that a variety of people are seen and heard. So yeah, it's 7:37. We should be writing right now, but we're not because we're doing a little discussion. If you want, you can mute me if you want to like get to work and you're like, yeah, come on, Sarah, wrap it up. You are very free to like mute me and like start working on your project if you want. But I want to go through a few more comments and then we'll get started on our create along. We'll probably just do 45 minutes tonight, so we'll probably go from like 7:45 to 8:30, and that'll give us a nice 45-minute work window. So, but if you want, you can start now. Just mute me, do your thing, and that will be awesome. Oh, thank you. Wow, Damien, thank you. Damien says there would be no Hanapocalypse without Girl in Space. Oh my gosh. Absolutely some Girl in Space DNA in Hanapocalypse. It's wild how a creative whim might inspire others and become an inspiration. Yes. Thank you, Damien. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. A grandbaby to snuggle. Hopefully I'll write later when her mama gets home. Good. Monty, enjoy those snuggles. Oh my gosh. I got to spend time with my 2-year-old niece when I was in Cleveland with my family. It was so beautiful. Like, it's just, yeah, enjoy that. Jimmy says, Fallen Fiction, can I help by driving some of your to-do list into the woods far, far away and leaving it there? Yeah. Oh, they both be YA novels. Yep. Either my Nano or the new idea I have. I just don't know if I want to go back and rewrite everything or just start fresh. Is there one? Okay, here's my question for you, Skit. Is there one that feels safe? Because I would avoid that one. I would avoid the one that feels safe. Not working for, yeah. Ooh, Jimmy says, I really, really, really want a writing group. I'm the only local writer I know. Yes. There are a couple of groups in my area, but one is for literary fiction, which I'm not, and the other is not disposed to welcome the likes of me. Jimmy, I feel that. You know what? We're just going to talk a little bit more about Sarah's failures. When I moved to Chicago, after not getting into any MFA programs, when I moved to Chicago, I was like, I'm going to start a writers group. And I invited like 50 people. I'm going to cough. Sorry, I'll just be a second. Okay. I moved to Chicago and I knew a lot of people who were moving to Chicago because the university I went to was just 2 hours from Chicago. And so like a lot of us moved there to find jobs because it was the recession and that was fun. Train of thought, coming back. Okay. And I started a writing group and nobody came. And then 1 or 2 friends came and I'm 100% sure it was out of pity. So, yeah, finding a writers group online has been better for me. But so I'm part of two writers groups right now. The one that meets at 10 a.m. weekdays, and then we have one that meets Friday at 2:30. And both are very small. Like I said, the one is just 4 people, including myself, the daily sprint. And then the one on Fridays is just like 5 or 6 people. And they're all people who are very far away. So like there's people in San Francisco, Maine, Texas, Montana, other places, Canada. They're your people, they're my people. And I connect with them and I really love them. Some of them I've never met in person. A couple of them I have, and that's kind of how initially I made those connections. So yeah. One of them, actually, the one that meets daily at 10 a.m., I formed that one. It was not my idea to do daily sprints, and I'm very grateful that another person came up with that. But like, I introduced everybody. I said, you, and you. I feel like we all have a lot in common with where we are in our writing careers. And I've met this person personally, and I trust this person. And so that's how kind of we formed that group of 4 writers, and we do our sprints together. But Jimmy, it can be hard to find a local writers group. When I moved to Sioux Falls, I like went to all the coffee shops and cafes, and I was like, "Are there any writers groups that meet here?" And everybody was just like, "No." I was like, "Okay." It's hard. Yeah. I don't know, but let us know if you end up taking a step toward that. Oh, Marissa. Okay, and we will get to writing soon. I realize I said 7:45 and we've got like 3 minutes. Marissa says, I've been scheduling myself too much lately and I have left next to no room for writing. But I gifted myself with a short writing retreat for my birthday. Hey, and I'm excited to really structure that time. Marissa, I am so excited for you. Happy birthday, first of all. And I'm not sure when that is, but happy birthday when it is your birthday. And I just hope you enjoy the heck out of that retreat. I'm very excited for that for you. Yes, Steph says I'm deliberately giving myself props for each task completed, even the little ones. Yeah. Yeah. I am once again, nobody is surprised. Nobody, 0 people are surprised that Sarah is behind on comments. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Rob says I enjoy the pre-writing chatting. That makes me happy. Yes. Oh, Dread Pirate Christopher, it was great to see you. Yes. So a couple things before we start writing. If you have to head out, that's fine. This is a super informal writing group. Jimmy, you're part of this writing group. Is it bad that I just realized that? Anyway, this is a super informal group. You can come and go as you please. Although, you know what, Jimmy, we don't do like critiques and stuff. So maybe that's kind of part of what you're looking for. There's a lot of different kinds of writers groups. Sorry, I'll stop interrupting myself. Hi. This is a create along group. And if you are here with a project, I would love if you would join us and create along with us. We're about to start. The way this works is I mute myself and we all just kind of hang out here in the chat. I usually don't check the chat, but I have moderators who do check the chat. So thank you, mods, in advance for your kind and thoughtful and beautiful work. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I'm going to be working on something. I have like 3 things that I need to work on, and I'm going to choose one of them to work on. But if you are in a place, and I feel like several of you are in this place right now, if you are in a place where you are not doing okay, if you are feeling burned out, if you are feeling upset in a way that writing would not help, if you are feeling overwhelmed and at the end of your rope, I would encourage you to do something nurturing for yourself. And you can count it as productivity because it's good for your writing brain. So whether that is playing some Stardew Valley, doing some journaling, reading a book, watching a favorite movie, this is productive for your creative brain. It will help you recharge and recenter. So I really urge you to do what you need, do what feels creatively healthy for you tonight. For those of you who are creating along with us, whether you are crocheting, quilting, writing, doing a podcast, whatever it is you're making, Hi, I'm glad you're here. We're going to create together for the next 45 minutes. So we'll come back together. I'll put up our little banner here. There we go. I'll put up our banner. It says we're writing till 8:30 p.m. Central. That is 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. At that time, you will be yeeted gently back into reality by the beautiful sound of the alpenhorn. Hopefully, if it's working. So we've had a few weeks where the alpenhorn has not worked, and I should really test that before I go live. But hey, we'll do it live. Oh, my friends. Oh, my friends. There is so much going on in the comments right now. There are. Jimmy says, honestly, this is more like a writing mob, a writing swarm. That's beautiful. I love that. Mike is recording some audio. I think the main thing I want to leave you with before we jump into creating / nurturing ourselves tonight is that you're not alone. I love it when you post how you're doing and what you're struggling with and what your wins are, because chances are someone else in this group is going through or has recently gone through or will go through exactly the same thing. So you sharing your thoughts and experiences here it's valuable to me. It's valuable to everyone else in the group, and it's valuable to you to even just talk about and process these things. So thank you for being yourselves. We're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to mute myself. Feel free to play your own music, background sounds, white noise, whale sounds, whatever it is that you prefer. And we'll come back together in 45 minutes. friends. Damien says, here we go with the creepy horn again. Tim says, yeet, yeet, yeet. Yes, everyone come back. I mean, unless you are... Hey, Mike. Yes, yes, yeet. And we're back. Yes. Unless you are like in a really good place where you're feeling the flow and you're creating and feeling good about it, then you can like get out of here, mute me, go do your thing. Yeah, Sarah says, no, I'm not done. Sarah, just mute me and do your thing. You've got this. Yes, do your thing. Hi, for the rest of you, welcome back. How was that? How was it? I got some writing done. I did not get as much writing done as I would have liked. Oh, good. Good. Mike says I finished all but 2 audio files for take selection. Yes. After these last 2, I can start building episodes. Yes, Mike, I love it. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Allie says I played video games the entire time. Yes, that is exactly what you planned on doing. And I love that you followed through. That's very, very good. Very good. Tim, oh no, Tim says I hurt myself doing sit-ups. Tim. But also I love that you're taking care of yourself. But also don't hurt yourself. Don't overdo it. Gosh. How'd everybody else do? I didn't get my newsletter written, but I did get a full page written here. So I'm feeling good about that. Like I needed to get this done. And I did some other I recorded a new episode of the Right Now podcast yesterday, and Tim very graciously edited it for me today. So thank you, Tim. And so I spent some time converting that file, and I'm going to be uploading it here to my Patreon patrons soon. Good. Good. Yeah, Mike says that's why we don't exercise. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But also. Fallen Fiction says, I wrote like 5 plot points for an unrelated to anything project, hoping to spark something, but I guess I'll just move the list down a day and see if tomorrow's any better. Yeah. Take care of yourself tonight, Fallen Fiction. What do you need to... It sounds like you're kind of... you've got maybe some frayed edges, or you're feeling some burnout. Again, not to diagnose, but like, yes. Yeah. So what would help? What would help with that? What do you need? Is it just a good night's sleep? Is it tea? Is it someone telling you that like it's okay? And like I've been there, and I think many of us have been there, and maybe many of us are there now. Just please know you're not alone. Good. Annie said, I made up some imaginary people. Dummy database records to test code. 6 things tested, 9 to go. Good, Annie. I love that you're making progress. Monty says it was good. I'm almost done scheduling my March posts for my writing group. Excellent. I love to hear that. Skid says, I literally just decided to start writing. Well, Skid, go write. Like if that's what you need to do right now, then go do that. Entertaining ideas for a new story, just planning and plotting it right now. I'm trying that approach instead of just jumping into writing the story first. Skid, I have struggled with this for actual years. Like, so I've been doing the Right Now podcast for 7 years, which is like mind blowing. And I haven't been doing it consistently, or I'd have like a million episodes, but like it's been hanging out since 2015, 2015. We'll go with 2015. I think that brings us to 7 years. And I still don't know. I've tried outlining. I've tried not outlining. I've tried jotting notes. I think for me, that's what works best, is just having, I know you guys have seen this before, but having my little just book of ideas where I jot stuff down. Like for me, like that's sometimes enough, but I know people do more formal outlines. Yeah, keep experimenting. I think that's all we can do. Like with anything, with any of these projects we're working on, with our processes, with the projects themselves, keep experimenting. Keep experimenting. That smells, I almost said that smells amazing, That sounds like an amazing smell. That smells amazing from afar. Marissa's house smells like cinnamon and chocolate, which is beautiful. Got a little brainstorming done and plan on reading in bed once the stream is over. Small things, yes, but still feels productive. Good. Small things. Yeah. Sometimes checking small things off your list. Like I got something done. Like I converted my episode to MP3 and it took forever because my computer is very slow and old. But like, okay, I got that done. And now I can do the next thing. Steph says, reviewed a chapter, got some basic formatting done, working on reading the end notes. Sometimes working from the end is helpful. Yes, I should be able to get this to my client this weekend on a revised schedule. Good. Good. Excuse me. Damien says, I ended up further polishing the first half of a script I'd already thought I'd polished enough. Ooh, I've been there. To put more weight on it. Yes, it's a dark one, a powerful character who's afraid of the deep ocean, contemplating the vast reality of transhumanism as she steps towards something she can never return from. Holy cow. Okay, that's a lot. Wow. Wow. So yeah, it sounds like, especially with subject matter that complex and heavy, like going back and just making some tweaks. See, there's a balance though. It's like, well, how do you know when you're done making tweaks? You know, you kind of just have to decide. Good. Yes. Allie, start your to-do list for the day. Oh, yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Good. Hoshi typed up some oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to restart that. I totally read it as handwritten songs. And I'm like, I didn't know you wrote songs. But Falling Hoshi says, I typed up my handwritten writings. Good. That's always a good feeling. That's a good feeling. Good. Sometimes, just sometimes, Allie says, I will admit I'm doing too many things. Take 2 naps. 2 naps. 2 naps. 2 naps. 2 naps for Allie. 2 naps for everybody, really. Do you need 2 naps? You at home. Do you need to take 2 naps? Go take 2 naps. Or schedule in 2 naps this week or this weekend. Oh, Mike, what do you think of it? What do you think of it so far? One of my favorite things that K.M. Whalen talks about in that book is the ingredients of a likable hero. I found that to be consistently helpful when I am designing characters. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of it. It ended up being too detailed for me, but structurally, I think it's really helpful. So yeah, just let me know what you think of that. Ooh, Jimmy says, I wrote a poem about a cloud shaped like a turtle, or maybe vice versa. Is it Terry Pratchett who has the whole world is on the back of a turtle? No, the world is on 4 elephants on the back of a turtle. I don't know where I'm going with this. That's delightful. Yes. Yes. Good. Carmen says, I wrote a little bit, mostly getting back into the story to figure out where I left it. Yeah. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of getting back into it. That can be, yeah. It feels like a lot of time, but it's time well spent. I mean, you need to get back into it. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Sarah says, tonight I managed to understand in 5 minutes the thing I was struggling with for 2 weeks. I only needed to read the explanation of someone who isn't my teacher. Oh my gosh. You know what? I've worked before with teachers who are like leaders in their field and really brilliant, and they don't know how to teach. There's a huge difference between understanding the subject material and like thriving in that field and like being able to communicate how that works to people. Like, oof, yeah. Mike, I love it. Editing your steampunk novel. Yeah, slow going. But you know what? You finished your novel and I get to edit it. That's awesome. I'm really excited for you, Mike. I just want all the good things for you. I was saying 2 naps earlier. Tim says, I sometimes need 2 napkins. Mike, I love this. Everyone, please follow Mike's example if you can. Mike says, dude, I've been napping for 2 hours a day since I got home. Yes, and it sounds like you really needed it. Um, hey, Charlie. I'm glad you're here. Mike, that sounds like there's a lot going on, and I'm really glad you're taking the time to like step back and do some self-care. Those naps, they sound indulgent, but they're so necessary and they're so good for you. Yes, Falling Hoshi asks the eternal question, when is a nap just going to bed? Um, Sometimes they blur into each other. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes at like 6 p.m., I'm like, oh, I just want to take a really long nap. And I was like, well, is that just going to bed at 6 p.m.? Yes. I guess maybe it depends if you like get up a certain duration after. I have no idea. It's like, what is a salad? And you can like chase yourself into eternity, like trying to define what a salad is. Good. Mike says, I'm trying to read through it, then following the exercises on a second run through. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I should have done that. I just went in cold and I was like, all right, first page, first exercise. I'm going to do this thing. So like, I feel like getting an idea of the bigger picture um, is a really good idea. It's a really good idea. Ooh, yeah. Damien says, I think I'm done, but yeah, it's an art. Weaving in the sort of claustrophobic dread with the sort of hubris of feeling you have a hand and eye on the progress of forced human evolution. Oh my gosh. Damien, this is huge. This is why I need a cleanser story like Hanapocalypse. Yes, Cybernautica can be difficult. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. That's a lot, my friend. That's a lot. Oh, man. Good. Mike says, on the whole, I think my book is going okay. I have one character that I have to sort out, and I have a bunch of telling to turn into showing, right? Plus more to add to the ending, but overall, I'm happy with it. Hmm. I feel like you're in a good place, Mike. I feel like that's normal. I feel like that's like, yeah, at the end of your first draft, you're going to have a lot of telling that you need to turn into showing, but that's like an excuse to like create some really cool scenes. And I love it. Yeah. Thank you for sharing your progress, you and everyone else here. Um, oh man, Skit says my copy of Writing the Breakout novel workbook was delivered today. I'm also going to say really good things about this. So writing the Breakout novel has been extremely helpful for me in finding clarity on character motives and adding character depth. It's a workbook, but it's also a textbook. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Yeah, so there's like this chapter on like ultimate stakes, and it's kind of a textbook, and I do encourage you, if you pick up this book, read and annotate the text. The questions, the exercises seem really simple, but if you take them seriously and do them, you will end up with new ideas. Like, here, wait, I'm going to show you. I'm doing this for season 2. Yes, I have. Do I have multiple copies? Yes, I do. But like, I don't know if, let's see, what's a good page to show you? So like, I've just been like annotating it like crazy, doing the doing the exercises. And it's been really helpful. So a lot of good things to say about this. So this workbook is for like, once you already have an idea of the story. So like I have the first 4 or 5 episodes of season 2 of Girl in Space written, and just like clarifying like, okay, it's providing me with direction to move forward, which has been extremely necessary and helpful for me. So yeah, there's so many good tools. Good. Fallen Fiction says, I'm feeling moderately better. Thanks again for letting me rant, everyone. So I might be able to do some editing on a video I have to do for Patreon. I didn't want to touch it earlier because, well, yes, if you know depression, you understand self-loathing that comes with watching and listening to yourself very well. Yes. Fallen Fiction, yes, yes. And thank you for sharing that and for being open and for being yourself with that. Oh my gosh. Allie, happy pre-birthday. Allie's going to be turning 23 soon. It feels weird. Feels like I just turned 21. Yes. Nothing quite like spending your early 20s in a pandemic. Yes. Oh, every time birthdays come around, I think a lot about my life, and it's very cool seeing how much I've grown and everything I'm doing, even if I'm a little overwhelmed. Allie, I love that. Oh my gosh. And you know what's weird? Okay. I know it feels like you just turned 21. I'm almost 40 and I feel like I just turned 21. Like it's not for me, it has not been a feeling that has gone away. Like every time I have a birthday, I'm like surprised at how old I am. I'm like, well, I feel like I'm like 20. Like I feel good. I feel excited. I feel youthful. I don't feel like a responsible adult. I don't feel like I should. I feel like I should feel. Like when my parents were in their late 30s and early 40s, like it's like, oh, they're real adults. And I'm over here like, hey, so yeah. I love that. Thinking a lot about your life and seeing how much you've grown, and you're just going to continue to do that forever. Well, I mean, for the rest of your lifespan. Like never stop learning and growing. That's been one of my favorite things. Is like every year, every day even, I learn, and it's so good. And I try to grow every day and be better. Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh, in a way, poutine is a salad, Sarah. I love this. Yes. Yes. Oh, Steph, this is a good distinction. Going back to the napping versus going to bed. Steph says, napping is what I do on the couch. Then I get up and move to my bed. Uh-huh. Oh, you got yours too, Marissa. Yes, just in time for your retreat in March. Just started, and wow, I know. And like the questions seem basic. I know when I first ordered this, and okay, I'm not a sponsor of this book or anything. Like I just found it helpful for me. They're not paying me to like advertise this to you or whatever. This is just something that I found that works for me. Um, but yeah, Marissa says just started, and wow. Yeah, when I first started, I felt like a lot of the exercises were basic. I don't know what the right word is. So I like paged through and I was like, I don't think any of these are going to be helpful. But then I sat down and I started them. And the act of writing out your answers to these very basic questions brings clarity. And I can't stress how invaluable that has been for me. And it brings new ideas. And it's been it's been fantastic. It's not a miracle cure all. Like, I want to be very careful to say that too, because there are no miracle cure alls in writing. But I've just really enjoyed that experience. Yes. Ooh. Jimmy says, I'm expecting a couple books to arrive too. My first two Pathfinder rule books. Are you going to play Pathfinder? And a big Mary Oliver poetry collection. I love Mary Oliver. Definitely one of my writing heroes. And those of you who have listened to the Right Now podcast for years know of my history with Mary Oliver and how I expected myself to just suddenly turn into her somehow for some reason. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Jimmy, I love that. Yes. Sarah says I'm 34 and still not really an adult. Yeah. Tim says adults are just sad children. No. Fallen Fiction says, Tim, how dare you say something so controversial and yet so true. Oh gosh, Falling Hoshi, that's the truth, isn't it? Falling Hoshi says, I'm an adult when I pay my bills, but I'm a child when I see my family. Being the youngest is rough. Yeah. 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 I'm not the youngest. I'm the oldest in my family. I have 3 siblings. Um, but like even going home to Cleveland, a couple weeks ago, it's like somehow like when I was with my parents again, it was suddenly like, oh, am I like 8 years old and you're, telling me like, oh, don't, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Tim and I have talked about this. I kind of feel like, we'll always be children in our parents' eyes. I don't know. Jimmy, no, you're going to live forever. Jimmy says, I'm nearly 54, which means I spend most of my days trying very hard not to crumble into a pile of dust. Oh my gosh. I think you are not the oldest person in this group. Jimmy, I don't think you're the oldest person in this group. I'm not going to ask anyone else to I'm not going to call anyone out and make you tell them your age, but 54 is good. Ooh. Yes. Okay, I can kind of see you guys over this comment. Damien says, I spoke about this on Twitter today. We've abandoned the rather silly keeping up with the Joneses mentality that people used to structure their lives by. Putting away things that gave them joy for some perception that they're a no-nonsense grown-up. Who knew that when you stopped living your life by the expectations of collective silliness, well, that's the actual fountain of youth. Yes, I love silly things. I love it, and I refuse to give it up just because of how people perceive and judge me. They can go judge themselves. Oh, I love this. Mike says, when someone asked Neil Gaiman if they should grow up to be a writer, he said, growing up is highly overrated. Just be an author. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yes. Yes. Allie, me too. Allie says, I'm living forever out of spite. Me too. Me too. 40 going on 14. Yes, Steph says, I'm 61. Jimmy is still a young'un. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Jimmy says, my age is best described as either 1 second after a Thanos snap or choose to drink from the wrong Holy Grail. No. 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 I know, Damien with the deep thoughts tonight. It's fantastic. Yes. Yes, Damien says I might only be 41, but I feel 134. Yeah, it's either on good days I feel like I'm still 20, and then on bad days I'm I feel like I'm 700 years old. And yes, Mike says, Jimmy, you do have an amazing way with words. You really do. Oh, my friends. It's so good to see you. It's so good. It's so good to be here. Oh, I love this. Falling Hoshi says, my 12-year-old nephew thinks I'm cool because I like anime. And also because you are cool. So that's awesome. I love it. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. My friends, I'm going to run away. Not from home or from the world, but I'm just going to go lay down. Whether it's a nap or going to bed will be up to time, I guess. I don't know. But I just wanted to say thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your truths and your experiences. I just appreciate the heck out of all of you. I'm just so grateful for this community. Okay, there's a few comments I wanna read. Yes, Allie, yes. Allie says my characters constantly call me out on my anxieties. Me too. I learn a lot from my characters. That's one of the best reasons to write is you're just rejuvenating yourself and you're exploring parts of your personality through an objective lens. And I think that's a great way to get to know yourself. That's fantastic. Annie, I appreciate that. Yeah, let's just never get old, okay? And he says, me and my very professional coworkers opened a meeting with our director with about a second grade level joke. When is it time to see the dentist? Tooth hurty. Hell's Bells and Mastel says, I unexpectedly went into remission. And so I have the joy and wonder of a 7-year-old, and it makes adults so uncomfortable, and I love it. Yes. 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 I love that. My dad has always been like that. My dad, I learned a lot from him about appreciating life and finding joy, and looking at everything with wonder and seeing the magic and beauty and spirit of everything. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Meanwhile, Jimmy says, true story. I tried to sneak up on my wife the other evening, except my knee popped like I had stepped on a dry twig. Oh. Oh, my friends. Yes, for the swarm. Yes. Jimmy says, y'all are wonderful. Thank you so much for being you, each one of you. I dig the swarm so very much. Good. Skid, I love that. I love this. I love our time together too. And it's helpful for me. I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. So thank you for being here. Let's see. What do I usually say at the end of these? Thank you for being here, which I think I've said a couple times. Yeah, there's a new episode of the Right Now podcast coming out tomorrow-ish, which I'm excited about. Yeah, in the meantime, we do these every Wednesday. We're here, well, most Wednesdays, unless there's like some kind of huge family emergency or what. Oh, yes. Thank you, Tim, for reminding me. Tim says you scream yeehaw and kick something over usually. That sounds like me. Yeah, we do these every Wednesday starting at 7 p.m. Central. So if you want to catch another one of these, if you're catching us on the tail end or if you're watching the replay, I'm really glad you were here. If you want to do this live with us sometimes so I can feature your comments, yeah, we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. So come hang out. I think that's it for now. Other than once again saying that you guys are amazing and I'm glad to be here with you. I don't know how many times I can say that before it gets old, but it's true. So I'm going to keep saying it. All right. Please take good care of yourselves this week. Rest when you need to rest. Take 2 naps, Allie. And the rest of you, make sure you're hydrating, okay? All right. I will see you. Yes, I'll see you next Wednesday.